Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, I'm Paula. On this channel, we break down what's really happening in crypto, the wider financial system, and how all of these big global shifts are actually connected. We don't just look at the charts here, we look at the bigger picture, because that's where the real opportunities usually sit. Now, today's video might sound a bit like science fiction at first, but I promise you, this is one of those stories that could quietly shape the entire future of crypto over the next few years. And the reason we're talking about it right now is because Google has just put out a warning around something called quantum computing and how it could start affecting crypto sooner than people expected. Now, before you switch off thinking this is going to be overly technical, let me break this down in the simplest way possible. Because once you understand this properly, it actually changes how you look at the whole market. At the core of crypto, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, or anything else, is security. The entire system is built on the idea that your funds are protected by maths that simply cannot be broken. And that's what gives crypto its trust. That's what allows you to hold value without relying on a bank. And that's what makes the whole thing work. But what if one day that maths isn't unbreakable anymore? That's the question that quantum computing brings into the conversation. You don't need to understand the physics behind it. The only thing you need to understand is this. Quantum computers don't just work faster, they solve problems differently. And some of the problems they are very, very good at solving are the exact ones that protect crypto wallets. So in theory, a powerful enough quantum computer could eventually figure out private keys, which basically means unlocking wallets. Now again, this is not happening today, but what has changed is the timeline. For years, this was treated like something decades away, something we didn't really need to think about yet. Now we're being told we might need to start preparing much sooner. And that shift is everything, because when something moves from maybe one day to we need to prepare now, that's when the real players start moving. Because here's the part nobody's really talking about properly yet. If quantum computing becomes a credible risk, it doesn't just affect crypto, it forces a global upgrade of the financial system. Banks, governments, payment networks, security systems, everything that relies on encryption suddenly has to evolve. And that means trillions of dollars worth of infrastructure needs to be rebuilt, upgraded, or replaced. Now think about that carefully, because crypto doesn't sit outside that system anymore. It's slowly being pulled into it, and that is where the real shift is happening. Because when the system upgrades, not everything gets upgraded equally, and this is where the market starts to change. Up until now, crypto has mostly moved as one. Everything pumps together, everything dumps together, and good projects, bad projects, hype driven and utility driven all get thrown into the same basket. But this doesn't last forever. Because once real money starts building real systems, it becomes selective. It starts asking which networks are secure enough, which ones can actually upgrade, which ones can integrate into a future financial system, and which ones can't. And this is where things start to get uncomfortable, because not all blockchains are built to adapt easily. Some can evolve over time, some can upgrade their security, some are already thinking ahead. But others would struggle massively to change something as fundamental as their core security. And this is where a lot of people are going to get caught out, because they're still looking at crypto like it's 2021, focused on narratives, hype, and momentum, when the game itself is changing underneath them. If you zoom out, you can actually see this shift happening already. You've got increasing regulation, more institutional involvement, the tokenisation of real world assets, AI starting to integrate into financial systems, and automation changing how trading and settlement works. And on top of that, you've got the potential need to upgrade the entire security layer of the internet. This isn't random. This is all pointing in one direction. Crypto is becoming infrastructure. And infrastructure has rules. It has to be secure. It has to be reliable. It has to be upgradable and it has to work within a much bigger system. So the question isn't, is crypto at risk? The real question is, which crypto survives the transition? Because quantum computing doesn't destroy crypto, it exposes weakness. It speeds up the separation. It forces the market to grow up. And when that happens, you don't get everything moving together. You get divergence. You get winners, you get survivors, and you get projects that slowly fade away. And this links directly back to what we've been talking about on this channel, because this is why we're starting to see some projects quietly outperforming, some just holding on, and others slowly losing relevance. It's not random, it's structure forming. So when I look at this story, I don't see fear, I see direction. I see the market moving from speculation towards structure. And that means the easy phase where everything goes up together starts to disappear and it gets replaced with something more difficult, but also more predictable. A market where utility matters, integration matters, security matters, and long-term positioning matters. And if you understand that early, that's where the real edge is. Now, I'd love to know what you think about this, because this is one of these topics where opinions are going to be very split. Do you think quantum computing is something we should be taking seriously now? Or do you think this is still too far away to matter? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you want to know the exact strategies we use in the Crypto Wolf Pack to make money in both the bull market and the bear market, we've made a completely free course for you. The link is in the description below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.